up, y'all? Welcome back to my podcast. So we're going to be checking out a boyfriend beater gets what's coming to her. And I think we all seen this before. You've seen my last video where there was a toxic couple got arrested for causing a fight, and their dad had to call the cops on both of them. But it's obvious to me that nowadays everyone just loves being in toxic relationships to the point where somebody is going to end up dead, one way or another. I'm not surprised to see a woman who beats on her boyfriend gets handed to her. Good job on the law enforcement for that. Let's get to it.
2023, officers in Arizona responded to a 911 call involving a heated argument between a man and a woman. The 911 operator heard the couple arguing in Spanish over paperwork.
Hi, what's going on?
Nothing, we're good. I'm getting my kids ready for school. They're going to be late, so I got to get them
Stop the cap!
What was going on?
So what is the first thing they do when it comes to being confronted by police officers? They act like nothing has happened. They're going to come up with every excuse in the book, try to avoid accountability. This is one of those examples.
Came in. I'm getting my kids ready for school.
Well, somebody called 911 here and there was yelling and screaming.
We're getting our kids ready for school. We're literally getting ready for school. They're gonna be late, and I'm in underwear, so.
You know what's school today, right?
My kids go to daycare.
Okay, daycare.
Yeah, different story. But I'm getting them ready. They're actually gonna be late.
So who's all in the house right now?
Actually, this is the private property. I just told you.
Okay,
You guys
so who
just
are
came
you?
in.
Right, and we're investigating a crime. So
There's
who
no
are
crime
you?
here.
Who are you?
You need to stop. I'm stop. Out of the
Now
house.
you know police ain't falling for
Kids
that.
are right
of what she
here.
said.
I'm not doing anything.
Step out of the house now!
She looks and sounds crazy.
Now!
You knew she was using every excuse in the book, talking about something she's in her drawers. Girl, stop the
You're
cap.
investigating a
There's
domestic
nothing
violence
going
call.
on.
Then talk to us and let us know who else is in the
Just
house.
me and the kids and my husband. Leave me alone. Stop touching me.
Here's the situation.
Look what he's
You're
doing
not
to me.
cooperating.
I
You're
told
hiding
you.
behind
At
the
all.
wall. We can't see your
I
head.
hit my underwear.
Okay, so then you cooperate.
Turn around, put your hands behind your
No,
back.
stop. Leave me alone. I'm pregnant. Why are you touching me? Look what he's doing to me.
Very easy. Just cooperate.
Okay, Doctor, stop being aggressive and touching me.
Okay.
You're just letting him.
No, I am not just letting him. You are not cooperating.
Get this off of me.
We will.
What's going on?
Come here.
You don't even look pregnant, first of all.
These are my
Step
kids.
outside.
You just fat.
Come here.
That's
That's
it.
fine, but these are my kids. This is my
You're
house.
not cooperating. We got a call. We're investigating.
That's
domestic
fine, and there's
violence.
nothing
Who else is in
wrong.
the house?
Scratches all over your face.
No, I don't. Leave me
Junior
alone.
Ninos?
You do.
Yes, this is my family.
Okay.
And you guys are just
You
coming
got
into my
scratches
house.
all over your face.
I'm gonna call the owner because you guys are coming into my house without permission, and he's just tackling me. Leave me alone.
Stop.
Stop touching me.
Stop.
Okay, well, stop touching me. Sorry,
Calm down.
stop. My kids are right
It
there.
just
Leave
seems
me
like she's
alone.
trying
Calm
everything in
down.
her
I'm
power
gonna
to
sue you.
just try to get
That's
away
what I'm gonna do.
from the handcuffs.
Okay, I will
Crying
touch
and
you. Leave
screaming
me
that
alone.
this is
Please
her
stop being
house.
aggressive on me.
He was tackling her.
On your face.
That's
When she was
fine.
the one that's like
Okay, so
So
stop.
what's
did
obviously
most of
Look
the
at my
damage.
kids are watching. Please stop.
Because you were doing something in the house.
No, I wasn't. I was getting my kids ready for school. I
So
just
what's
told
going
It's like 7 to 8 o'clock at night. I don't think kids have those type of school times at night unless they're in detention. But this don't even seem like that, to be honest with you. Because that right there sounds like an excuse to avoid accountability.
If you're gonna be aggressively holding me,
Stop. What's going on?
okay, take me off. I'm not doing anything. You're coming into my house,
End up in the back of my car.
and you're being aggressive to me,
Got
sir.
a 911 call.
I'm not doing anything to you. I'm
Yo,
not
she
being
got
aggressive.
titties
I'm
way
not
down
touching
here.
you. And look
You
what
have
you're doing
scratches
to
Except
on
like
me.
your
up
face.
here.
Okay,
You're not
but
being
you don't
She
know
ain't
what
wearing no
I'm
bra
about
on,
to
so
win.
that should tell you something.
Step out.
No.
Step
Stop
out.
touching
Look
me.
at
I'm not even in clothes.
I don't know who else is in the house. Stay here.
Nobody's in there. Stop overdoing it.
Samantha,
Oh,
you're overreacting.
girl, put some pants on, bro.
No.
You're gonna end up in
aggressive
the
to
back of my car. Who else is in the house?
Nobody.
Then stay here.
Nobody. Stop exaggerating.
Samantha,
No, I'm gonna sue
you
you
are
guys.
being disorderly.
Because look what you guys are doing to me.
Step out here, just follow
Right.
directions. That's it.
This is a
Even the
private
Latina
property.
cop
Why you
isn't
guys in my
falling for
house?
her.
Because we got a call here, a 911 call.
Come into my
You have
house.
signs of
Being
injury. I want to know who
disorderly.
else is
And
in
we
here.
can arrest you for being disorderly.
I'm not. There's
We
nobody
have
in here.
911 phone calls that state that you guys were arguing. He is cooperating.
Okay,
And
but
he
these
is
are my
stating that
kids.
we're not doing anything to your kids.
I
We're
don't
making
want
sure
them
everyone's
seeing
safe.
this.
Sorry,
I'm not even
I got
close.
so
You guys didn't
distracted
give me
looking
time
at
to
something
move
else.
close.
That's acting disorderly.
Because you guys are coming into my house. That's why.
You're the one.
Nobody's here, sir. Nobody's here. Go ahead, check. Nobody's here. It's just us.
Then just be cooperative. We'll get out of here.
Okay, well, you're the one being aggressively holding me down. I'm not doing
Because
anything.
you're not
I'm assuming since
cooperating.
That
they
doesn't give
blur
you
out
right. That
most
doesn't
of
give
the
you
clip,
right.
Clearly something's
because
going on
they don't
here.
want to show us what's
Clearly.
really going on in the house. So
Somebody
that's
called
just what I'm
911
assuming.
from his house. Yes, somebody did.
Stop
There is
yelling in
something
my
going
house.
on.
Stop yelling in my house.
Then quit being ridiculous.
I'm not, but you are. You're a grown-ass man. Look what you're doing. You think because you're a cop, you can just aggressively...
No, I'm
Touch
doing this
me.
for my own safety.
No.
You're not listening.
Yes, I am. I'm doing what you're asking me to.
Step out here. Somebody called 911 from here. There was a discussion over, give me some papers, give me this, give me that. So what is going on? You have a scratch on your
This
face.
is not from today, though, sir.
We
this is
literally
from-
just got a call.
Yes, I understand you guys got a call, but this is not from
Who
today,
called?
though. I'm not sure who. It's early in the morning. I just woke up. I don't know who called. I'm not watching my neighbor, sir. I don't know.
No, you know something.
The male involved tells the officer she attempted to hit him several times with a pod before returning inside the home. The suspect returned with a butcher's knife and begins slashing the vehicle's tire and windows to prevent the male from leaving.
He's stating he forced
Wow,
you to
she
give you
is
the papers.
insane.
She was gonna
You
go.
know, sometimes the biggest thing I learned in my life is when you know you did something wrong, confess your sins, take accountability, and learn from your mistakes. Instead, you're in a toxic, abusive relationship where a man exposes you for the person that you really are. So you just decided to just slash his tires so he wouldn't go anywhere.
Which clearly has marks that you tried to break the glass with a knife.
He doesn't. I told him since yesterday. If he's
Okay,
gonna.
no. I'm asking Christian. I'm telling you what he stated. You took a knife to this window trying to crack it to force him to give you the papers. Do you see what I see here?
Yes, but after he scratched me.
Okay.
Because I have
You
bruises
said
too.
you had him down on the couch. Where's the couch?
Right here in the
In
living
my,
room.
in my living room.
You had him pinned down to the couch. You were hitting him.
Yeah, after
Okay.
he hit me too, because I have to do
Okay.
self-defense.
He's trying to get
I'm
up from the
pregnant.
couch. Is he defending himself?
So it's because he defended himself, you held him down. Because he hit you back. That's modern women logic for you. When a man decides to fight back, all of a sudden, 911. But if a woman decides to hit first, you don't call 911. Double standards is like running its course in modern relationships nowadays, because if a man decides to fight back against an attacker from a woman, all of a sudden he's being called weak, pathetic. It's okay for her to do it, but it's a problem when we fight back. Make it make sense.
Oh, you don't know what happened here. You don't
So
understand.
tell us. So tell us.
That's what I'm telling you.
Yeah, so tell me.
Yeah, you're just seeing what he said.
Right.
We woke up and I told him since yesterday I wasn't gonna let him use her, but he doesn't provide for her. So I told him this morning, I need my papers before you leave because I'm gonna file taxes. And he refused, and he was getting me and shaking me, and so I had to get him down to the couch because that was the only way to get out from him.
That doesn't make any sense. How are you gonna put him on the couch because he couldn't provide for the daughter? Because you had to file taxes and get the paperwork done. But that doesn't excuse you for what you've done. So what if you couldn't provide for you and the family? That is no excuse of what you've done, ma'am. You could have done all of that by yourself.
If you don't stop, I'm gonna call the cops.
Okay,
And then we came outside and he was trying to leave. And I told him, you're not leaving. And that's when I got the knife and did that. And I told him.
He's saying that you do this constantly. You take advantage of him because he's illegal. He doesn't have standing in this country, and you threaten him. He's the one that dialed 911. I just confirmed. He dialed 911. He's fed up with the situation.
I
You
am
took
too.
this-
That's stupid.
So then maybe it's time to say goodbye because what you're doing is using him. How are you gonna say?
No,
I'm gonna be tired.
Hold
of
up,
him,
let me
like,
stop you right there.
goodbye.
You don't really know what's going on. You don't live here. You don't live here. You don't know what's going on. You
Ma'am, it doesn't matter if that person doesn't live in that house or not. When someone is expecting some dangerous activities at your place, that they have every right to call authorities on you people. So it doesn't matter if they live in a house or not, because if you know you're doing something wrong, you better be prepared to deal with consequences. Stop the cat.
He called 911
He called 911
because
he's fed up with the situation.
she was yelling at him for the papers.
He was leaving. He was already in the car. He came to hide the
No.
papers in the truck.
I told him since
She
yesterday.
came. She comes out with a pot, asking for the stuff. And I tried blocking the pot, and I said, "Where's the pot?" And then inside the kitchen, where is it? He's like, "No, I took it away from her out here. Where'd you put the pot?" The pot's right there. I put it in the back. There's a pot back there. And I said, "Okay." And then what happened? I told her to stop. I told her to go back inside, get the kids ready. He did
No, I told him.
did say she is lazy. She wanted to change the kids in the couch. The kids are in the bed warm. The floor is cold. I said, "Get up. Go change the kids in the room."
No, that's
And
not
he's
okay.
like, "No."
That's not okay.
I am
She just
just
told me what
giving
he
his
said.
side of
Right,
the
I
story.
understand,
That's
I
it.
understand,
That's it.
But that's not okay though.
He said he provides, he pays rent here, he
Not
provides
all the
for the
time.
girl, he provides even for the kid that's not his. She takes all his cash. He has no standing,
Yeah,
can't
that's
pay
a lie right
checks,
there.
can't pay any of that.
That's a
has
lie.
no proof, has him he's fed up with it. He's fed up with the
He does
situation.
not pay everything.
He's always been afraid to call 911 because her English is better and feels that he's the one that would
No,
be
that has
arrested.
nothing to do with it.
Can you let her talk
He's
without
been-
interrupting, please? Thank you.
So he goes inside, argues. She says, no, 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 continues to argue. Goes from 0 to 100 about these papers. So he's like, look, it's my girl. I provide for her. I pay your rent here. Just let me go.
Not all the time.
It's my money. So that's where he's standing. He said, yeah, we started to do the flaring of the arms thing because I'm defending myself. When I walk back to put the pot back, she runs out with a knife and starts to pick at my glass, which clearly I see it. And with a knife.
She is insane. So, where I'm picking up from the situation is he's been providing, paying rents, bills, electric bills, keeping the kids warm and everything. And she is very unappreciative when it comes to this man. And the reason why he was afraid to call the police on her because you know he would have been dead by now. And the fact that the kids got to witness this whole thing, it's not only sad, but it's kind of concerning. I'm surprised Child Protective Services should have came and gotten the kids taken away because idiots like her decided to do the unthinkable by slashing the man's tires while making him not going anywhere because you're just so insecure and getting upset the fact that, you waited to get those papers done. And it seems like to me that she has anger issues, but she has mental problems as well because she's sitting up here denying everything that happened when all of that was done by her, from her. Instead of blaming anybody for her own actions, she decides to blame him for how she's feeling instead of taking ownership and accountability for what she's done.
I don't know what happened physically between you. I don't know if he started it or you started it, but clearly something happened. He has a mark under his eye, then you have the scratch on your face.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know who started that. The issue I'm running into now is you're damaging his truck. What was the purpose of that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no,
So I'm going to arrest you for domestic violence, criminal damage, and disorderly conduct. I'll make it as quick as I can so you can get back here. Okay, but
I don't think that's fair though.
it doesn't matter what you think is fair or
Yeah,
not.
but he
The
started
state
it
of,
first though. I understand,
the
but
state of Arizona says if we have probable cause to believe a crime occurred, that
he's not eligible though to be with the kids by
okay.
himself.
So who is?
I don't have anybody.
Okay, then we're gonna have to take them to DCS custody. That's our
Look,
only
look,
option.
Why can't he go and I stay
she
with
is
the
not
kids?
the smartest
If-
person
if
in this
they're
video.
Because I have probable
She
cause
clearly
to believe
knew
that you
exactly what she
damaged
was
his
doing.
truck
That's why
for no
she
reason.
froze for a
There's
few
no reason
seconds.
for you to go out there and start damaging
Because
his
she knew he was
window.
right the entire time.
You were upset and you wanted the papers. I understand that,
Right.
but you had no right to go out there and damage his window, at all. Right?
Because I gotta get the kids to school. I gotta do stuff here.
Well,
No,
you're not
you
gonna be able
don't.
to do that right now. Because right now you're under arrest. You gotta go see a judge. The judge will release you today, and then you can come back. I understand we have the kids, so
I wouldn't bring her back home because The kids need to be in a safer environment away from this abuser, because if the judge decides to release her the next day, it would have been red flags all over Arizona. I don't agree with the laws at all, but if a woman is abusing her partner over some stupid stuff, then she deserves to get everything handed to her. I think that just because she's a woman with titties and a vagina, that gives her the right to walk away free without taking any repercussions or taking accountability. She knew exactly what she was doing. She was abusing her partner, she slashed his tires, and she was physically assaulting and abusing him, all because over some paperwork. Really? Thought that men were the only ones being abusive towards their partners. We get it bad, but women, they get less bad because they're women. They can do what they want without being hit back. Where's the logic?
If you don't have any family or whatever that you can leave them with, then I have to call DCS and they'll come out and take custody of them until you get released. Which would be later this afternoon anyway.
No, I'm not doing that. That's not okay.
Okay, so then
You got no choice.
option?
I think he should go because it was he the one who started it.
You are going to go. That's who started what as far as the physical altercation. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to court for it regardless. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna file child support custody.
So you're going to custody today to go see a judge today in reference to that. Okay, you're not getting charged with the.
I don't know what's worse, the cop talking to her or her continuing to being the manipulative liar that she is, that is in denial of what she's done. You can't sue somebody and put them on child support custody. No, you can't put them on child support and then get custody of the kids after what you've done. What I'm not understanding from this officer is that why isn't he charging her with domestic violence when she's the one that participated in this whole situation? Something's off with this video.
Are you defending yourself? If he's defending, I don't know.
Right.
But what I do know is you had no reason to go out there and stab his windows and stuff because you wanted, or his tire, because you wanted the paperwork from him. You know what I'm saying? That's criminal damage. You're destroying his property.
And so he was okay to hit me and do all that.
So here's what's going to happen.
Man, you did all of that
I'm
to
taking you
him.
into custody. You need to go see a judge today in reference to the criminal damage of his vehicle. There's no option. The state says I have to do it.
Yeah,
This is I have to.
I'm a mother to my kids. I can't.
Okay, so then we call DCS.
No, that's not an option.
Then what's the other option?
I'm not sure, sir. I don't know. I'm waiting on you.
Now, I don't know nothing about the DPS or whatever you call it in Arizona when it comes to child safety. All I know for sure is that the kids need to be somewhere around good people when they feel safe. Until then, she has no choice but to do that. Because if you don't want to do that, that means you're putting yourself and your kids at danger. So, ain't nothing that she can do.
Have a family member or friend, unless you want him to stay here with the kids.
No.
Okay, then we have to call DCS.
No.
Well,
Why
she ain't got
can't
no
he go
choice.
on?
They're going to call it.
Here's a problem here.
I've
And she's going
explained
to
to
get your
you
kids
why.
taken away.
Because you are the
I
one
bet.
getting arrested right now.
But this is my house. These are my kids. I provide here. This is where I live. I understand where you're coming from, sir, but
Hey, Fabi.
No, you
can
don't.
Come with me. Tell him just to stay here real quick. All right, let's go. You need to go put some pants on.
okay, can you? I'll go get dressed so I can go
Let's
put a bra
go.
on. I don't need you guys to go with me. I can do it by myself. I want privacy.
She's gonna be with you.
I don't want her with me.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and get pants on, get a bra on, and
No. All these options that you're saying are not going to happen. Now that we got involved because you guys couldn't handle things like adults and got into some type of altercation and you went out there and started stabbing his vehicle,
all right, I will go.
all
ahead and
that's
get
off the
dressed.
table
I'm gonna
now.
get dressed.
All that is off the table now.
Okay,
So now that
so-
you are under arrest and you are in our custody, she can go with you into your room and you can.
No, I don't. I'm not a child. I don't need her
Then
to
you can come
babysit
with me to my car just like this.
Okay, I'll go get dressed. Then. No, I'm gonna go get dressed.
Then she's coming with you.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
She's going to
I can. And then
bring
if
the
you
clothes
want
to the jail cell.
I can hold on to it. Okay.
It's not an option. You don't have options at this point. You're under arrest.
What?
You don't get to hold on to property. So
Look, she mad already.
The suspect contacted her mother to care for the children inside the home.
watch your step.
You know, it's obvious to me that it don't matter what color you are. You're in the wrong when it comes to being in domestic toxic relationships, especially if you have kids. Then you're going to end up putting those kids in danger. Their lives are at stake because of two adults that can't handle situations like grown-ups. But it seems like she's the one that participated and perpetrated everything. Especially when you're abusing a man. That's why that's why she's in custody. So he had every right to defend himself. Thankfully, he's not arrested. He's not in handcuffs or none of that. When female abusers get away with stuff like this, they don't care. They think they're entitled to do whatever they want. That is the number one thing that really gripes me as a man, to see women do this to any other man and not expected to get hit back. Like that brick lady, for example, walking around hitting every guy until she claimed that she got attacked, but she didn't. That's a video for another time.
Arrest, officers noted the suspect stated to the male involved he was going to pay for this in Spanish.
So you can get back as soon as possible.
Does he even know Spanish? How?
Officers placed the suspect in a patrol car for transport to jail for further processing.
Stepping out.
Look at that. The walk of shame. No accountability.
It's not an option.
I'm not doing a photo.
You have to.
I'm not.
Look.
No, I don't want my
Avoiding
picture.
arrest.
I'm
Wait
not.
for me again. I will
Stop
charge you.
touching me!
Charge you with a felony for resisting.
Stop! I'm not doing
Stand
anything
up.
to you. Leave me alone. No!
Yeah, she deserved
Leave
that.
me alone. You don't have the right to touch me. Stop touching me. I'm pregnant. Leave me alone.
Stop.
You're not
Leave me
pregnant.
alone. I'm pregnant here. No, stop. You're hurting me.
I'm not even doing anything.
Leave me alone. You don't have the right to touch me.
Yes, I do.
No, you
You're
don't. I don't even give you the right to touch me
Look at
and,
the camera.
and pinch me and squeeze me. How rude of you.
Don't pull away from me.
Okay, well,
Don't
stop
pull
touching.
You know, at this point, they always got to use every excuse in the book, try to avoid arrest, always resisting arrest, always running from the cops, running from the law, running from accountabilities, because that is your typical modern woman for you. They always use every excuse in the book, trying to make it seem like you're in the wrong when they're the ones that are in the wrong, when they committed a crime. And then she's throwing the word, she's throwing the word pregnant in this situation. Man, you're not pregnant. You're just fat. You're just fat. That's it. You're not pregnant. I don't see no pregnant belly on you or none of that. So stop lying and stop the cap.
Oh, why are you touching me and bruising me? What's
your
wrong with
picture
you?
taken.
No, I'm not. I don't have to.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Get her picture, Tom.
Stop doing that to me. No, you don't have the right to be touching me.
Stop.
You're hurting me, dude.
I'm not
What
doing
the
anything
hell?
to you. Look at the
No, you don't want that's like
I'm
moving
gonna
your arms
sue you
around
because you're touching
and
me
you got
and hurting
handcuffs
me.
on
I'm
your
gonna
wrist
sue
that's
you.
making it
I'm gonna
worse.
tell a
So
judge when I go to the judge.
just cooperate with the
No, I'm
officers
not.
and
Leave
you
me
be good.
alone. This is not okay. Ever since you've been to the house, you've been touching me and hurting me. Leave me alone. What the hell's wrong with
Pull
you?
away from me.
Look what you're doing to
Don't
me.
pull away
Leave me
from me.
alone.
But she is screaming for
Leave me alone.
life.
You're hurting me. What an Stop. You're hurting me.
Stop. Can you grab her property?
It's just leave me alone. You're hurting me. This hurts. This is not okay for you to be doing this to me.
Stop.
Stop. You're hurting me.
I'm not doing anything.
Yes, you are.
I'm not doing
You're
anything.
pinching me. Leave me alone.
Look.
Oh, yeah, now that I'm saying something, leave me alone. Stop touching me. You're hurting me, sir. You're hurting me.
I'm not doing anything.
You're not. You're hurting me. And
I
you're
don't know
still
what's
saying you're
worse.
not hurting me, and you are.
Her close up to her face
Yeah.
or her screaming like a maniac.
No, it's because he's hurting me. That's not
I'm not
right.
even doing
I'm going to
anything.
sue you. That's what I'm
Okay.
going to do.
Okay, sit in there.
I'll make sure I sue you before I leave.
Okay. Have fun with that.
The suspect was charged with criminal damage and disorderly conduct.
You know, the best advice I could give to any man that is watching this, don't be this couple, because they don't look and sound like a real couple. She's throwing every excuse in the book. She's making it seem like she's in the right for slashing his tires because she's the one that was physically abusing and attacking him for unknown reasons. And I pretty much understood why he did what he did from defending himself, because he was the one that provided, cooked, cleaned, paid for the bills, rent, and all of that. He did everything. So now he's going to pay everything in Spanish because he's dating a Spanish woman and a single mother. Not only that, but I feel like going into these toxic relationships is a red flag to me, because honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we get an update on this case, because we all know that she's going to be walking away free, because when you go to a judge, he's going to believe you. But when you're a man going into the courtroom, they're going to deny everything that you ask for. And that's just the truth in reality. Men are always facing obstacles and always dealing with odds against them. But when you're a woman, you get everything handed to you because it's just that. Now, when it comes to men, we have to literally fight for everything, every day, every year, every month, until we get what we ask for, until we get justice for our own mental health. We have no choice but to keep fighting. But for her, she deserved everything that's given to her. She deserved everything that's handed to her. Especially when you're the one that is abusing him. You know what they say. And God forgive me from saying this, but I'm going to say it. Payback's a bitch. So, link to the original video will be down below, and I'm going to catch you in the next one.